Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. How are you? I hope you'd be fine. This is Cambridge Lower Secondary, Book 8. Today we are going to start with chapter number 6, which is related to data. And let's start with the first question, which says, how would you collect data? To answer these questions, state the type of data each time. Okay, so there are different methods of collecting data. Like we can do surveys, we can do an experiment, we can give questionnaires to people like this. So we have to find that for different type of informations collections, how we can collect the data. Like if we talk about part A, when a drawing pin is dropped, is it more likely to land point up or point down? So we have to collect data that there is a drawing pin. Upon dropping it on the floor, this will be up or the edge will be up. Which will be up or which will be down. So what do we have to do? We don't need to ask anybody. We simply have to do an experiment. And by doing an experiment, we'll come to know that either the pin will be dropped point up or point down. Okay, so we simply have to do an experiment. We will drop a drawing pin many times and then we will collect the information. So this is called categorical data. That is the number of times it will be lending point up, or and the number of times it will be lending point down will tell us that which one is more likely to land point up or point down. Second one is how many people visit a particular shop before 9. So that's simple. You can go there, you can observe that before 9, for example, you can go to the shop at 7 and then up to 9 you can check that how many people entered and how many people came out. So this is the information can be collected by the observation at the door of the shop on a number of days, and this will be discrete data. That is number of times how many people are going and how many people are coming outside. The next one is how many brothers and sisters do the members of your class have? For this, you have to do a survey. It's also discrete data. Then how long do learners spend doing homework each night? Again, you have to do a survey. You have to ask a number of students that how many hours they spend doing their homework. So again, this is a survey, but this is a continuous data. That is, you have to ask for number of hours. That is not 1, 2, 3. That is not a discrete data, but that's a continuous data. For you have to measure it in the form of minutes or hours. Okay, so when you need a unit for collection of data, that is called continuous data. That's not a discrete data. Next one is what is the average number of words in a sentence in a book? For this, what you need to do is just take a book, right? And take a random number of pages, then count the number of words written on certain pages. Like you can choose 25 pages, 40 pages as per your choice, and then you can count the number of words on each page. Then you will calculate the average number of words. So for this, you simply need to count the length of a number of sentences, and this will be a discrete data. Discrete, but that is you can tell that the average number of sentences, yeah, average number of words in each sentence are, let's say, 5 or 6 or 7, whatever you have calculated. So again, this will be discrete data. And then how long do learners take to get to school every day? So it's just like part D, that is how long do learners spend doing homework each night. So you simply have to do a survey and you will find out that how many hours, how long means how many hours or how many minutes does it take for every learner to get ready for school. So it will be again a continuous data, right? So the information that is collected in numbers, that's discrete data. If you need some unit to measure, then that's a continuous data. And if it cannot be measured in numbers and you need something else to um, portray your information, then that's categorical data, right? The next question. Ahmed uses a gym. He asks these questions. Do people visit this gym every week? Do people come at a particular time of the day? Is there a difference between the habits of men and women? Okay, so Ahmed needs to ask these three questions and he interviews a sample of people at the gym. So we have to find out what data does he need to collect. Since he is asking three questions, which says that do people visit this gym every week, right? How often do people visit the gym? Do people come at a particular time of day? And is there a difference between the habits of men and women? Basically, he wanted to collect data about the gender, right? So he wanted to ask whether people usually come every week, whether they usually come at a particular time. So he wanted to know about the timings of people. Are they coming on a continuous basis, right? Are they punctual in coming to the gym? So it gives an idea of what type of people are living in that area. Are they concerned about their health or what? And then he need to ask that is there a difference between the habits of men and women? He wanted to know that does gender matters in the gym or not? Okay. And then part B says what type of data is it? So it's of course categorical data because we cannot give the answer in numbers. That is, do people visit? So the answers will be either yes or no, or telling the information about men and women. It's not like how many times are people coming. So we have to tell the number of times or like that. So that's basically a categorical data. And for this one, part A, what data does he need to collect? He need to collect the data about whether people usually come every week and they usually come at a particular time or not. That's all. These two questions tells us. And then the third question tells us about the gender. Next part is here is his data collection sheet in which we have the first one as the name. The second one is how often do you visit the gym? And do you prefer to visit in the morning or in the evening? So what do we have to do? We have to find what's wrong with this data collection sheet. See, since he wanted to know is there a difference between the habits of men and women, so instead of having the first column of name, he should use the word gender, because he wanted to know the difference in the activities of men and women. So if we take the name, so some of the names are um, of men and women together. So it would be difficult to differentiate or among the people that either it's a man or a woman, right? And then how often do you visit the gym? Instead of asking how often do you visit the gym, the option should be like, do you usually come every week? Since he wanted to know that do people come every week or not. So instead of asking how often, how many times do you visit the gym, the question should be, do you usually come every week or not? So the options would be yes, no. So people will take yes or no to give you a particular information that yes, how many people are coming usually every week and how many people are not coming usually every week. And then the third one is, do you prefer to visit in the morning or the evening? So instead of asking this, since the question was, do people come at a particular time of day? So it would be better to ask like, do you usually come at the same time or not? Because people like the questionnaires which includes yes or no type of questions, right? This is called a precise questionnaire. So instead of asking do you prefer to visit in the morning or evening, so people need to choose the timings morning or evening. Instead of that, it would be better to ask do you usually come at the same time, yes or no. That's it. And for the gender, you can mention male for M, M for male, and F for female. So people will select any of the two options. That's it. So we have answered the question in part B, design a better data collection sheet. We have designed it already. And for part C here, what is wrong with the data collection sheet? So we can say that name is not required. Instead, gender would be better to ask, and gender is missing. And then how often is not an appropriate question. Instead of it, we use do you usually come every week? Yes or no. And then what they prefer is not the right question. So instead of asking, do you prefer? You must ask, do you usually come at the same time? Yes or no, right? And the next part is he asked the first people who come into the gym each morning for a week, why is this not a good way to choose this sample? Describe a better way. So since he need to know that at what time do people come to the gym, so he is taking the sample of the people coming in the morning, not of the people coming throughout the day during the week. So it must be like you need people from all times of the day, right? And it is better to choose a number of people from different times of the day, since the question clearly states that do people come at a particular time of day or not. If you will take only the collection of people who comes at in the morning, so it will not give you a clear picture of the people coming throughout the day, right? So it must be from different times of the day, and such as the number of people each hour. You can take you can take information, or you can collect information each hour, that is how many people are coming each hour. Next, we have question number 3, which says a cinema uh, manager ask these questions. How often do people visit the cinema? Do younger people visit more often than older people? And what type of film do people like? So what data is required? See, from the questions, we will try to assess that what data is required. The first question is, how often do people visit the cinema? So if we ask how often, that is how many times during a week, or how many times a month, or how many times a year people visiting the cinema. So it tells us about the frequency of visits. That is how often, how many times do they visit in a particular time. So this tells us about the frequency of visits. Then the second question is, do younger people visit more often than older people? So we need to know the age of people who are visiting the cinema. So this tells us about the age of people. And then the third one is, what type of film do people like? So this asks about the category. So basically they wanted to know that what age of people are coming, what is their frequency, how often they visit, how many times are they coming, and what type of film do they like the most. Okay. Next part is describe 2 ways to collect the data. How can we collect the data? It's very simple. We can take a survey, we can interview people, or because by interviewing people coming to this cinema will give us a more clear picture that how many times are they visiting, what is their age, and what type of movie do they like, right? Or you can interview people, or you can give them a questionnaire. So both are the correct options. Because if you include these 3 questions in the questionnaire, and people do after watching the movie or before going inside, if they complete that questionnaire, it will be easier to assess. And in part C, it says the manager decides to give a questionnaire to a sample of customers. She gives it to all the customers on one night. Why is this not a good way to choose the sample? Again, the timing is not appropriate, since they have to collect the data. For example, the movie was of a particular type which people like, and it will not give a clear picture that what type of people are coming at different timings, different days. So since they have all come to see a particular type of film, So they will probably prefer that, and it will not be representative of all the customers. That's why it is not a good way to choose the sample for the people who come on a single night. It would be preferable to give the questionnaire to some of the people coming at one night, and then coming the same questionnaire to other people coming another night, or coming to watch another type of movie. So it will give a more clear picture of what type of movies or what timing do people prefer, right? And then next one is, describe how the manager can get a representative sample. So it's simple. We have already discussed the answer in part C. The manager should ask people at different times, right? He must ask at different times when different films are being shown. Also, ask more people on the night when more people come, right? This would be more appropriate, more suitable. And then the last one is, compare your answers to part D with another group's answer. Can you improve your answer? Can you improve theirs? That's enough. Here comes the next question, which says, Xavier has a simple puzzle for children, and he asked these questions. How long does it take to solve the puzzle? The first one, how long, that is how many minutes or how many hours does it take? And the second question is, can girls solve it more quickly than boys? Okay, this is the second question. And then comes the third question, can older children solve it more quickly than younger ones? So basically, they needed to know that which age of students can solve it more quickly, and which gender can solve it more quickly, and how much time it takes for both of them, both of the type of children, to solve it. So what data must Xavier collect? What type of data is it? We can see that in each of the questions, time is involved. Can girls solve it more quickly? Quick is involved in time. That is, how much time is it taking for the girls to solve and how much time for the boys? Similarly, how long does it take to solve the puzzle? So for both boys and girls, how much time is it taking? And then the can older children solve it more quickly or the younger ones? So in each of the three questions, time is involved. We can see that. So he must be collecting the data about the time taken by the different gender of students and different age group. So we can say that Xavier needed to collect information about time taken by different type of students. So this is time taken is basically a continuous data because it needs a unit, hours, minutes, or time is basically a measurement. So it is a continuous type of data. And when we ask about gender, so gender is categorical, that either girl or boys can solve it quickly. So this is categorical. It does not include any numbers or measurements. And when we talk about the age, so age is discrete. That is 1 year, 12 years, 15 years, 20 years of age. So age is a number, and that's why it will be discrete. So all three types of data are included. Time is continuous, gender is categorical, age is discrete. Next part is, Xavier gives the puzzle to a sample of children. Design a data collection sheet for Xavier. So since he needed to ask three type of questions, the first one must be, how much time did you take? The first column includes time in seconds, since a puzzle should be solved in a few seconds, hardly less than a minute, right? The second information is about the gender, to know either it's a girl or a boy who solves it quickly, male or female. So you just have to tick mark, and then you have to tell your age, since they need to know that what age of children are more quick than others. That's all, right? So students, we have talked about the types of data in this video. Also, we talked about how to collect the information and uh, what type of questions are more appropriate in a sample or a questionnaire. So we have to consider the different types of data, consider the different sampling methods, and we talked about selecting a method to collect data to answer a number of linked questions in this video. I hope you liked it and it would be helpful for you. So kindly tell me about what you think about this video in the comment section. Also, if you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends. Allah Hafiz. Take care.